Hello everyone, and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. I hope this is all in focus. I just couldn't seem to get the angles right today, so sorry now in advance. Anyway, the duration for this reading is the 5th of December through to the 11th. I can't believe how quickly this year is flying. Okay, let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us this week. First card we have is Archangel Raziel. I always say this is the hardest card to read when it comes out first. Archangel Raziel is a mystic of the angels, so watch out for what comes in on a spiritual level, on an intuitive level, but we'll see what else the cards have to say. We'll have a look at the influence card now. This is the beginning of the week. Okay, and we have colour healing. So maybe some of you are just in need of just connecting with your intuition and seeing what colours you need. You know, I've said this before, but we all have had those experiences of going to our wardrobe, especially us girls, but I know Mel goes through it as well, so it is the fellas as well, and looking in the wardrobe and having loads of clothes and saying, I've got nothing to wear. Can't find a single thing. And quite often that's because intuitively our soul is actually crying out for us to wear a certain colour to bring that energy in. So when you have that feeling, just think, okay, what colour do I really feel drawn to? And then see, you know, and if it's a colour it doesn't suit you, because it happens, if it's a colour it doesn't suit you, then wear it as an accessory or wear it next to the skin, because you'll still get the benefits of that colour energy coming through. You'll still absorb it as the light passes through. Even if it's under different layers, you will still benefit. Okay, and if you're really stuck, then try and eat that colour. So if you really feel drawn to red and you just can't wear red, I can't wear red, I look yellow when I go up against red because of my skin tone. So then you can think about, I don't know, drinking some lovely cranberry juice or eating tomatoes or something that just brings that red energy in. Okay, there's always a way with colour therapy. Oh, of course, your crystals. Okay, we have Archangel Ragu and we have conflict resolution. Always say with this card, because I don't know what the influence is yet, that the conflict can come from without, it can be external, or it can be internal and come from within yourself. Have a look. Okay, we have the card of sexuality. When the card of sexuality comes up, it's quite often about being comfortable in our own skin, being comfortable with who we are. Symbolically, you may think of it as being comfortable with yourself. Okay, it links in with the sacral chakra, which is your seat of sexuality. Your sexuality flows from there. You know, when you lose your mojo, that's the area that you need to focus on. But it's also, that chakra is responsible also for creativity and also sense of identity. So you can see where it all comes together. And when you're comfortable in your skin, then you get a passion for life. And this isn't about what size you are. It doesn't matter if you're a size, I don't know, 6 or a size 36, okay? It's if you're comfortable in your skin, if you're comfortable with who you are, you know, and that's what it's about. So it's about actually getting back in touch with yourself, okay? I will explain a little bit more when I do the recap. But that's midweek, so there's a lot of, I would say, inner conflict resolution going on, being comfortable with who you are, but also for outer conflict resolution, watch out you couples, because you may find the passion's about to really reignite again. Okay. Archangel Sandalphon. This is the angel who brings back our prayers, and it's the card of prayer. So I would say next weekend a few prayers will be answered. Okay, because that's the card for the end of the weekend. I will go back and I will recap. Okay, I have the Guardian Angel. When this card comes up, it's a special message, and there's lovely butterflies on here. And normally when this card comes up, it's symbolic of a loved one sending a message through. Okay, of just feeling that connection with a loved one. So maybe the prayers that have been are prayed for are actually to actually get that connection back again with somebody who you feel is lost to you. But they're not lost, they've just stepped into the other room, quite literally. Okay, they've just stepped across the threshold. At this time of year it's really, really hard, isn't it, when you've lost someone, and we all go through that. I mentioned it on something I wrote on page this week, like, you go in the card shops. I mean, as I've got older, it's become more, when I look at the cards on the rails, each title reminds me of someone who's no longer here. I'll look at the lists. It used to be I'd look at the grandmother, the grandfather, and feel a sadness. Now it's a sadness with the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the mothers, the aunts. When I think of it, it just expands, doesn't it, as we go through life. And yes, this time of year can make you feel sad, but that's only if you believe they've gone. And I know for a fact they're not gone. They're just over that threshold. And if you tell yourself that, and if you remind yourself of that, and if you involve them and include them in this Christmas, okay? I really think it's daft to be sending Christmas cards to them, I've got to be honest. But I love the idea of, I've shared it on page before, of doing a little altar, a little ancestor altar, where you can have a nice photo of them, maybe a Christmas cactus or some other kind of Christmas plant that you like, some crystals, and just make them feel welcome, make them realise that, they're still a part of you now, they still belong in your life. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. We'll go back to the beginning, because now we know what we're doing. We have Archangel Raziel, the mystic of the angels, divine mystery. So for some of you, I actually feel this week will be a time where we actually start to feel a connection with somebody who's passed over. Okay, and you need to trust that connection you get. It may be that they come through to you in a dream, it may be you recognise a scent, it may be you just get a feeling of them sitting beside you while you're sitting on the sofa. Okay, colour healing comes in, that's for using crystals, it's for using oils, it's for using bringing colour in around you. I was reading about an angel workshop where they put shawls around themselves to bring in the energies that they wanted whilst working with the angels. And it's lovely, this thought of enveloping yourself in colour, okay, because as I said, when colour's around you, you get that energy. Okay, so lots of colour healing coming in. If perhaps you have really felt a little bit glum, a little bit down, low because of a loved one that's passed over, or maybe somebody who currently isn't well around you, and you're feeling that maybe this is your last Christmas together, it's very, very easy to be swamped with those kinds of feelings at this time of year, and everywhere you look, everybody seems to be happy and jolly, and it's as I said, it's just that kind of, you've got to remember, a lot of people with those happy jolly faces are putting on the mask, okay, because most people have someone they think about this time of year. Archangel Ragu, he's the angel who helps us, he helps us to resolve things, he helps us to make peace, okay, and whether that's, this time of year, I think peace is a really important word. And we have it on our wishing cards, don't we, on our greeting cards, we wish people peace. And I don't think we really think about what we're saying enough. Peace is probably the greatest gift that mankind will ever get, and I don't think mankind is truly worthy of peace right now, if ever. But it's nice to get a little snatch of that peace, and it's nice to feel at peace with ourselves and peace with those around us. So I always feel that Archangel Ragu's got a really important role to play, and really is a gift from God to us. Okay, sexuality card, as I said, if you look at this card, it's it could be counted as quite a risky card, but I actually think it's beautiful, truly, truly beautiful. And it's just somebody who's just so comfortable in who they are. Somebody who's not worrying, not thinking about covering up, and it's just about being comfortable in your own skin. And I think that is the greatest gift you can give to yourself. You know, it's so easy to judge ourselves harshly, it's so easy to compare ourselves to others, and you know, we never stop to think about the blessings we have. We never stop to think about that we can move around, that we can see the world, that we can smell the world, that we can connect with others, you know, all those things. You know, every time you touch another person's hand, it's a miracle that you can feel that you can, you know, that embrace, you know, when you embrace someone and you just sometimes inhale them. And, you know, that there's so much about us that is amazing. You know, I think we are the divine's greatest creation, you know, and it's so sad that we don't actually appreciate who we are. We are blinkered and we always want more and we always want perfection, and we don't realise that maybe just being comfortable in our skin, and especially as we get older, we realise with each passing day, you know, that we should have grasped what we had the day before. So, you know, so please, you know, let this resolution come in, let this healing come in, and just start to really be at one with who you are and feel a little bit at peace. Okay, the end of the week prayers being answered. We are talking about being comfortable in your own skin, so if maybe you've been on a quest to lose a little bit of weight, or a quest to get a little bit fitter, or I don't know, a little bit firmer, you know, as I'm saying, everybody has different ideas of what they feel is perfection. Okay, and if you have any of those, just note at the end of the week you may feel that you've had a little bit of a success, you may be feeling a little bit triumphant and feeling like your prayers have been answered. If the conflict resolution is actually mending bridges with somebody you've fallen out with, you may find this weekend sees the peace coming in that you know that you desire. Okay. If your prayers are for a loved one, you may find over the weekend that you either get a message or you feel them in a dream, or I always say this time of year, because it's amazing how many people I speak to, and this happens to, listen to songs, because it's those songs that can kind of bring back some memories of people, bring that connection in. And I always feel as well, when I was doing my development, we did a lot of the tabletop, you know, where you join hands around a table and things move and the table comes up, and it always fascinated me, that, and it's overwhelming when you're actually part of it and you've checked it all and you know there's no way, and this table is rising and moving and things are moving around, and it's absolutely amazing. But I always found the old familiar songs were the ones that seemed to get them to come back. Okay, to connect with us. You know, the songs that everybody knows, the iconic songs, you know, We'll Meet Again sort of thing, you know, those kind of songs. But I feel Christmas songs have the same power. We all moan and groan, we all go, oh no, it's October and they're being played. But at the same time, all of us have a favourite. All of us can listen to a record that comes on that's to do with Christmas, whether it's a hymn or a pops tune, and can conjure up images of loved ones past or memories of things we've done. And I think those songs have got such a power in them, and I'm sure that Spirit used those songs to help convey messages. Okay, so just watch out what I'm saying, okay, because we get towards the end of next week. Okay, I think I've gone as far as I can go with this week's reading, without waffling on too much and having Mal threatening me with divorce. He really hates my waffling. Okay, so I will say love and light to you all. Thank you for continuing to support the page. It's always lovely to do these, and we'll try and get a few Christmassy things going over the next few days and weeks. Okay, love and light to you all. Bye.